Hello, BookTube. Coming to you today with a little bit of a change of pace, response video to a discussion video that was originally posted by Joe, or Retired Book Nerd, about the trouble that she has giving up on a book or an author. I thought it was a really good video, really thought-provoking, and it made me think, and it kept me thinking, because she posted it a while ago, and I've just been ruminating on it ever since. Her video is extremely touching. She tells stories about wanting to believe in the potential of an author, and she links it with her background as an educator for 28 years. And in addition to making me envious of the children who were lucky enough to have her as a teacher, it also makes me wonder how much all of our personal experiences color our ability to give up on a book or not. For her, watching that video, it sounds like a vote of no confidence, like she's telling the creator if she doesn't believe in them. And that made me think about my own past and my own present, where I come to it from a very different point of view. I come to it from the point of view of someone who reviews books. So I view these people as authors. We'll stick to books for the moment. I'll talk about painters. I view them as pickpockets, potential muggers, people who want something from me without deserving it. I go into books that way, and it's largely on the author to convince me otherwise. And I've known people in my life on all spectrums, all parts of the spectrum of this question. I knew a wonderful, sweet, old-style book agent years and years and years ago, who used to say that, darling, if you don't have my pants off after the first chapter, I'm not going to write you a check for anything. I knew a Hollywood actress who's also a not-so-secret bibliophile who said, I'm yours until you bore me, Cookie. And I knew a big, angry, hugely talented Irish author who used to say, if you think that less of my blood is on page 300 of this book than is on page 3, I'll knock you down those stairs. But from the standpoint of a reviewer, you're looking, the place where I part ways with Joe is that authors aren't children. They have worked for a long time now. That work has been hard, I agree. But it also hasn't largely been unsupervised. They've had access to friends, beta readers, editors, you name it. And the book that you're getting in your hand, in at the library, or in my case in the mail, is the product of professional fulfillment, and should reflect that fact. Especially the beginning. I can't count how many books I've started, especially novels, where the opening was just dreadful. And it's the part that people worked on the most. It's the part that was revised the most. I read something like that and I think, well, if you can't grab my attention now, how on earth are you going to be able to grab my attention in 200 pages when you're hip deep in your cliches? And it made me realize that we here at BookTube, paradoxically, are the people who abandon books the most. Our largely non-literary friends, if they take on a book, they read it dutifully right to the end. They don't have any sense, really, of the vast ocean of possibilities that are waiting for them if they just drop this one ankle weight. And we do. So I myself have reached a point in my life where I don't give up on books. I read so fast, and now I do nothing else. I don't have a day job anymore. I don't have responsibilities anymore other than that. So generally speaking, unless it's just an egregious case, if I pick up a book, especially a novel, I will finish it, just in case. You never know. But it made me extra curious about the rest of you. She, in her video, I'll try to link it. I still don't know how to do that, but I'll give it a try. If not, you can certainly go and find her. You should subscribe to her anyway. She, at the end of her video, calls for more discussion, and I would love that too. I would love to know what causes each one of you to give up on a book if you do. and what you feel about it. Not only while you're doing it, but afterwards. Does it eat at you? Do you go back to books that you don't finish? Do you go back to authors whose work you haven't liked? Do you give an author more than one try, more than two tries? It's just a fascinating subject for me. So please feel free to keep the chain going and keep talking about this. Why do we give up on books? Why do we give up on authors? At what point do we decide that this professional who's living off their pen isn't for us, or even worse, is no good at all for anybody? So feel free to leave comments and or make a video of your own. Even better, make a video of your own. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks.